A shunt motor with an armature resistance of 0.15 ohm is running at 1,200 RPM for a load which requires an armature current of 50 amperes from a 230 volt source. At no load, the armature current is 5 amperes. If the effect of armature reaction has reduced the air gap flux 2% from no load to full load, what is the no load speed? It will be greater than 1,200. Lahat greater than 1,200. So N2 all over N1 is equal to EB2 all over EB1 times flux 1 over flux 2. So N2, that is the no load speed. So divided by N1, 1,200. EB2 is equal to 230 minus IA at that condition, that is 50, multiplied by 0.15. So shunt, katulad lang din ng ginawa natin dun sa previous example. So BT minus IARA. Ito naman, BT, 230 pa rin naman yung terminal voltage. Yun nga lang, no load. So 5 multiplied by 0.15. Tapos, if the effect of the armature reaction has reduced the air gap flux 2% from no load to full load, maka 1 over 0.92 o 98. Kung wala, baliktarin natin. N2, N1 is 1,200, cross multiply. So times the ratio between EB2. EB2 is 230 minus, ayun, baliktad na pala ako. Kasi ako nag-drawing. Ito yung 5. Ito yung 50. 5 times 0.15 divided by 230 minus 50 times 0.15 equals, baliktad, times 0.98 over 1 flux. Reduce the air gap flux 2% from no load to full load. Sige, pwede niya na siguro yan. 1236 times 0.98. Ayun, 1211. Kung i-divide mo pa yan, wala na. Okay? Wala lang lalabas sa sagot. The choices. So, kung divided by 0.98, tataas pa yan. 1261, wala na kasi. If the effect of an armature reaction has reduced the air gap flux 2% from no load to full load. Reduce from no load to full load. Nag-reduce siya ng anyway, diyan naman may lumabas dahil sa sagot. May na talaga ako sa English. Kapag pina-spelling sa amin yung rendezvous noon, nahirap na ako. Rendezvous. Dami naman kasing silent letter. Silent Z, silent S. Lagi kong mali yun. Laging binibigay ng teacher namin na English. Yung spelling ng rendezvous. Lagi kong mali. Ay, naman ako magtanong. Ano yung spelling ko? Okay, so number 12. A 240 volt shunt motor driving its normal load draws an armature current of 50 amperes from a 240 volt source. The armature resistance of this machine, including brushes, is 0.25 ohm. If the speed of operation is 1,200, what armature current will this machine draw from a 220 volt source when driving the same load with field adjusted to maintain a speed of 1,200 RPM? So first condition, ano yung value ng EB1? 240 minus 50 times RA, 0.25. So 240 minus 50 times 0.25, 227.5. Tapos sa second condition, yung value ng N1 ay 1,200. Then same torque, sabi niya. Ay yung same load. Driving the same load, so mean same torque. The field adjusted to maintain a speed of 1,200. So TA2 is equal to TA1. So this will be flux 2 times IA2 is equal to flux 1 times IA1 from a 220 volt source when driving the same load. So yung shunt current dito sa first condition, 240, wala kasing given, divided by R shunt. Then dito naman sa second case, R shunt ito, yung source voltage nagbago na, naging 220 volts. So magbabago din yung shunt current, which is, so yung I shunt 2 is 220 divided by R shunt. So tinatanong, what armature current will this machine draw? 55. So I shunt, hindi na pala kailangan yung EB na yan. I shunt 2, yung shunt field or yung flux. Yung flux ay galing siya sa field. Okay? Paano ba binabago yung flux? Sa pamamagitan ng pagbabago ng shunt field current. So this is proportional to I shunt. So therefore, flux 2 or flux 1 is equal to K I shunt 1. Then flux 2 is equal to K I shunt 2. So ilalagay natin dito, flux 2 is I shunt 2, 220 So, balikan natin yung equation na yan. 220 divided by R shunt. Yun yung value ng flux 2. Ito, K times K. Then, times IA2, unknown. Is equal to yung flux 1, 240 over R shunt times K times IA1 is 50. Cancel yung R shunt, cancel yung IK, RK. So IA2 is equal to 240 divided by 220 times 50. Divided by 220 divided by times 50. 55. 54.55. Or proportional to or approximately equal to 55 amperes. So letter D. Hindi na pala kailangan yung ano. Ito. Ito pala yung condition na yan. Same load torque. Same load pala ay ibig sabihin nun same torque, TA2 is equal to TA1. May pagbabago dun sa shunt field current, kaya may pagbabago din sa flux according to the source voltage, directly proportional to the change in the source voltage from 240 to 220. So para the same pa rin yung speed, kailangan mag-adjust yung armature current. Speed regulation is equivalent to the speed at no load minus speed at full load all over the speed at full load times 100%. So yung given dyan, no load speed. So 12.5 divided by 100 is equivalent to 1,650 RPM minus X all over X. Then solving for X, that is the speed at full load. How fast? That means the speed. Rotational speed, angular speed. Kaya ako 12.5 divided by 100. So ako na mag-manipulate, kaya alpha equals 1650 minus alpha x divided by alpha x. Shift solve. 1467 revolution per minute. 1467. So letter C. Cut. Pag generator, voltage regulation. Pag motor, usually ang regulation na pinapakompute, speed. 100, number 14, 115 volt DC motor has an armature resistance of 200 milliohms. If the load current is 75 amperes, find the starting resistance needed to limit the armature starting current to 150% of the full load value. Armature. Ito yun. Then allow brush contact drop of 2 volts, 200 milliohms, 115 volts. Ang tinatanong yung starting resistance. Okay, kapag shunt, yung dinerive ko na formula ng starting resistance is equivalent to VT. Oh. ko na. Yung na-derive. Derive natin. This is VT. Ito yung IA at start. So, ito yung RA. Ito yung value ng starting resistance. So, ito yung EB. Pag nag-loop tayo dyan, yung value ng EB is equivalent to VT minus IA at start multiplied by RA plus R starting resistance. O yung insert natin na starting resistance para ma-consider pa rin natin to. Tapos, ma-minus natin yung brush drop. Okay. So, at start, ano yung speed? 0. Ano yung value ng EB? According to formula, that is JNP times flux divided by 60A. 0 yung speed, kaya 0 pa lang yung value ng back EMF. Kaya at start, yan yung condition. 0 yung back EMF. Pag sinold natin yung starting resistance dyan, VT divided by IA start, ay ma-minus pa pala natin yung B brush doon. Then minus RA. So ito yung VT, B brush, IA start is 150% of the full load value. So this is 115 minus V brush, 2 volts. Allow brush contact drop of 2 volts. So ibig sabihin yan, 1 volt per brush. So kinuha na yung total. So usually may positive saka negative. Kung marami mang brushes yon, kinoconnect pa rin lahat ng positive saka negative. Kasi may depende sa connection ng winding. Kung lap ata, kung ilan yung poles, yun din yung brushes. Pero ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung brush, may yung positive saka negative. 115 minus 2, kaya 2 ang consideration nun, times 2. Divided by IA start is 150%, 1.5. Ano yung full load value? 75. Minus RA is 200 milli. Malit lang. Okay, 115 minus 2 divided by 1.5 times 75 minus 200 milli. So times 1,000. So 804.44. So, nearest to 800 milliohm. So, ito na yung formula. Yung EB naman, 0. Kaya alisin nyo na doon at start. VT minus, depende kung may given na brush drop. Kung wala, huwag nyong pagpilitan yung 2 volts. Yan kasi meron, naka-indicate. Minsan dito siya, kasama sa RA. Yung equivalent resistance ng brush. So one more before we will have our break. In a brake test of an elevator door motor, the ammeter and voltmeter measuring the input read 34 amperes at 240 volts. The speed of the motor is found to be 910 RPM. And the balance has a 2-feet brake arm that reads 26.21 pound. Then the weight of the arm is found to be 2.4 pounds what is the horsepower output? Paano ba tayo magsusolve ng horsepower? 2 pi times N times torque divided by 33,000. Yung torque is in pound-foot. Paano ba tayo magsusolve ng torque? Diba kung mayroon tayong moment arm, tapos may force, so ano yung torque dyan? Ito yung moment arm. So yung torque is equivalent to force times yung perpendicular distance na yan. So ito, it will take the arm length, brake arm length. Brake arm length, which is equal to 2 feet. Tapos ano yung force? F net times R. So F net is yung reading ma-minus natin yung weight ng arm. In terms of pounds times R. So that will be 26.21 minus 2.4 is equivalent to 23.81 times R, 2 times 2 times 2. So 47.62 pound-foot. So yan yung net torque para ma-compute natin yung value ng horsepower output of the motor. So horsepower is equivalent to 2 pi times the speed, 910, times the torque due to this measurement, 26.21 minus 2.4 times the brake arm. Walang gamit pala tong 34. Kasi input lang to. So multiplied by the solved torque in pound-foot, 47.62 all over 33,000. So what is the horsepower output of the machine? Times 2 times pi times 910 divided by 33 exponent 3. So 8.25 horsepower. Pag iangat mo yan, meron din natang lalabas, 26.21 plus 2.4 times 2 times 910 times parang letter A yata yan. Pag inad mo, meron ding lalabas. Pero minus dapat ang analysis niyan. I-minus natin yung dead weight. Kasi kineri niya yan eh. Yung reading. Nai-add yan doon sa reading. Pero yung talagang output niya, i-minus natin doon. Yung 2.4 doon sa reading. Okay, so letter C. Okay, break muna.